What's going on, replay viewers? Let's see who tunes on in. Kaz Katz is first one in the room, and Sarah C., welcome. Good to see you, Jeanette Trainer, out there in Glasgow. You was hoping for a Coney stream. You got yourself a Coney stream, Jeanette Trainer. Good to see you. Good to see you, Natasha. Welcome. And Travis Weeks in South Africa. Welcome. Good to see you, to Bailey over there in London. Happy Easter Monday indeed. Cake 813. Good to see you. And Lisa, welcome. Good to see you there, Autumn Alluring and Rouge Jones, welcome. Good to see you, Lee and Robert T, welcome. Good to see you, Donna Nine and Din Din, welcome out there in Trinidad. And Dave's up there in Bangor, Maine, welcome. Good to see you, Oleg over there in Dnipro, Slava Ukraini, and touring different places is over there in New Jersey, welcome. Jay Chulo, good to see you, Jay. Hope you're doing well. And Daniel, welcome on into the show. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing great as well. Good to see you, Mark Freeman and RoboJack's out there in London. Mark Freeman in Texarkana. RoboJack's in London, welcome. Good to see you, Sebastian Echkavera, welcome. And Cindy C. Jim, welcome. Good to see you, C. Jim. Good to see you, Trish Mack over there in Nova Scotia, checking on in. And John Burke, welcome. Good to see you, Mr. Metalhead Warrior, up there in Westchester County, and Dean out there in the United Kingdom. Hold on to me. Hold on. I will hold on to you there, Jan. Good to see you. It's very windy and cold up here in Coney. No, it's like Seattle over here. Good to see you, LW. It's just like Seattle. It's cold. It's windy. It's cloudy. It's freezing, but good to see you there to the Metalheads. Good to see you there, LW. Good to see you, Jan. Good to see everybody, people. Good to see everybody, people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I will hold on to my hat, Jan. I will hold on to my hat. But good to see everybody, people. It is the 21st of April, 2025 on the West End here in Coney. Will we get a sunset? Let's see. Love to see me, but I'm not suffering, Cindy. I'm not suffering. It's just cold, and I'm waking up from a nap. So I'm good. I'm taking it easy today. We're going to be back in Manhattan tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. So 3 days in a row for work for me. So taking it easy today. And at the conclusion of this live stream, I'll be picking up my dinner, which will most likely be some Chinese food. Because I watched Dana and Anthony today, and they were eating Chinese food. I kind of fell asleep to Dana and Anthony when they ate their Chinese food. So everyone check out Dana and Anthony's stream over there. They were enjoying some Chinese food out in Queens today. It looked really good. Good to see you, Sally Skipico. Welcome. And yeah, better than that hot, stinky weather we had on Cake. It was hot on Saturday. Good to see you there, Cake. Cold in Boston up there for the marathon. Good to see you there, Ali. And no, I do not have any food for the seagulls. I do not have any food for the seagulls. But we're going to do like 10,000 steps, so I'm not going to move until I get to 50 likes. Mike C., good to see you. My Easter was great. Hope your Easter was good as well. Yesterday I saw the premiere of the new Cheech and Chong documentary. You can kind of call it a documentary movie. Cheech and Chong's last movie, featuring the archival skills of Coney Island Jim. And it was an incredible movie. I highly recommend it. It's in theaters on April 25th. 22nd and 22 in Finland. Okay. Beautiful views indeed. Hit that like button. That's right. Hit that like button. Let's get to 50 likes. And we'll get moving here. Good to see you, Colleen, up there in Cyprus. But good to see everybody, people. I don't have any leftovers tonight. No, yes. You're having leftovers tonight, Mike. Okay, awesome. Enjoy the leftovers, Mike. But yeah, good to see everybody, people. Cold and windy day here in Coney. The sideshow, that's right, Autumn Alluring. Good to see you, Autumn Alluring. Yes, Sideshow Hootenanny is this weekend. Go to ConeyIsland.com, get your tickets for the Sideshow Hootenanny. It is a fantastic weekend of sideshow events and performances that you don't want to miss if you like that kind of stuff. If you want to see something truly unique here in New York City that nobody else is even talking about. You want to be on the bottom floor or something amazing? Then head over to Coney Island, USA, 1208 Surf Avenue. Go to ConeyIsland.com for more information and get your tickets for this weekend's Sideshow Hootenanny. It is definitely a hoot. But yes, the wind, Ollie. Yes. Wow, the wind. Yes. I will enjoy my dinner later. Thank you so much. Good to see you, photos from around New York. Welcome. Sometimes it's nice to hear a familiar voice. Yes, indeed, photos. Good to see you. Loving the wind. I'm glad you're enjoying the winds. We still do not have microphone support for this app, which is really annoying. It makes me almost want to use another app. I almost might have to use another app. So, anyway, good to see everybody. I'm glad you're enjoying the wind noise. It's going to be windy as we walk into the wind. The wind's coming out of the east, so we're going to be walking east, and then we're going to turn around. Dutch, you and the Mads are huge fans. I appreciate that, Jay San. Good to see you, Jay San. Welcome. Good to see you, William Brooklyn, out there in Brooklyn. Natural sound, that's right. Windy Coney Island. It's cool, though. Yes, it is. It's cold. But Brooklyn Joys, good to see you. Beautiful Coney Island, indeed. It is beautiful out here, Brooklyn Joys. Good to see you. Sal Muscles, welcome on into the show. Do you like the clouds? Well, hopefully we get a sunset. I doubt we're going to get a sunset, but we'll see. 57. Let's get to 60 likes. Let's get up to 60 likes. Come on, guys. Keep on hitting that like button. I might be the only one actually walking in New York City, huh? Is that it? I'm here for the walking, they're saying. I'm here. The wind sounds better than some music. You know, Northwest? I think you're right, my friend. Good to see you, Northwest. Shout out to all the channel members. Thanks to all the channel members. This broadcast is brought to us in stunning 1080p. And the VPN works without disrupting my chat. So shout out to all the channel members. And thank you so much for being one of us. One of us. Goopa gaba, goopa gaba. One of us. One of us people. One of us people. One of us. Anyway, good to see you, William. Howdy, sir. Susan, good to see you. Checking on in. Traveling America from Albany. Good to see you. Accidentally read about a colossus. Oh, did you read about the elephant colossus in Coney? Oleg, isn't that a crazy story? If we still had the elephant colossus here in Coney, people be coming over here from all over the world. RoboJack's out there in London. Good to see you. RJ, welcome up there in Colorado. Good to see everybody. People, shout out to all the channel members. Let's do it. It's a cold and windy Coney Island. Let's do it on a Monday afternoon. Good to see you, Edwison Toledo from Brazil. Good morning, Brazil. And F, welcome. It is so cold. I'm breaking out the live stream glove. And now we're looking into the wind, looking towards the east. So, and I do have my winter jacket on. I went outside first in my hoodie, and I'm like, I'm going out in my winter jacket. It's cold out here. Good to see you there. Good to see you there, John Lore. Welcome. Makes you feel like you're on the island, right? Yeah. Good to see everybody. Wait, did I forget anything? No, I didn't forget anything. Good. This is where we begin. West 37th Street. This is the West End. Over there is where I live. That's Seagate, the only gated community in all of New York City. They have their own politics problems over there as well. But it's a chilly one. It's cold. It's cold. That's why getting back home with the Duchess to cuddle up in the bed is going to be all the better. Esteban Fernandez, good to see you. Welcome. That's right. Cold parts, warm heart. Cold hands, warm heart. That's what my mom says. Cold hands, warm heart. Adriana, good to see you, Adriana, down there in the great state of Georgia. Good to see everybody, people, on this windy Monday. We'll be back in Manhattan tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, me and the Duchess are going to the Brooklyn Botanical Garden. I think we're going to do a Brooklyn Botanical Garden live stream on Thursday. Friday, I might take the day off to focus on taking pictures. I think I am going to also do a ASMR video for the Cherry Esplanade on Friday as well. Good to see you, Alan. Welcome. Fawn Marie, aloha. This is hopefully my future apartment building on my left. Become a channel member. Once we get to 1,000 channel members, I could afford to live in that building right there. I could afford to live in that building and do this full time. So become a channel member. Become a channel member. Get me one step closer. And C-Gem, Cindy C-Gem, and I forgot to turn on the alerts. Cindy C-Gem with a $2 super chat. Cindy, thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Thank you for joining today's $2 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $2 super chat. And thank you so much for being a member of the channel as well for the last 2 months. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $2 super chat. Cherry Esplanade is looking very promising, but it's blossoming extremely late. The Japanese rock and hill and pond garden is already past peak. Everything's not growing evenly. You know what's funny? And I hope Sean joins us in the stream a little bit later. Because we talked about this, how Sean asked me, you know, are we going to ever see Central Park and other places kind of grow evenly? I don't think we're going to see that anymore. I think we're going to see certain plant and tree types bloom with their own schedule. So it was like the magnolias go first, and the Yoshino trees go, and then the Kansai trees. So everything's kind of doing its own thing this year because the weather's been weird. Good to see you, Kirk. Welcome. But yeah, cherry esplanades coming out really slow this year. It hasn't even really begun. Well, I think only like 4 or 5 trees are doing their first bloom. Me and the Duchess want to see peak bloom. Yeah, this year's weather has been a roller coaster, John. Yeah. You don't know what the hell to wear. That's the problem. You get out early in the day and it's cold, and then by the time it's sunset, it's like freaking 1,000 degrees. So it's like, but let's see. Hopefully summertime is not completely smashed weather-wise. Need peak sexy knickers. That's right, Jim. Good to see you, Jim. There he is, the archival producer for Cheech and Chong's last movie, Coney Island Jim. Good to see you, Jim. Welcome. You hope to see the cherry blossoms in Central Park in person? You know what, Din? The cherry blossoms in Central Park are pretty much done. They're pretty much done already, which is crazy. And you know who would know about that? Ange would know about that. Good to see you, Ange. Welcome. Everyone follow Yo Ange. Fantastic content creator from the Upper West Side. Follow Ange and Joe on their coffee field adventures around New York City and beyond. Ange, it's cold, it's windy. And what the hell? Central Park is already like done blooming. Central Park came and went so quick. Saturday was hot. Saturday was hot. Saturday was hot. Yesterday was nice. Yesterday was like Goldilocks weather. It was nice going to the theater with Coney Island Jim. Going to watch Cheech and Chong's last movie. Good to see you there, Maria. Welcome. Yeah, Central Park went quick this year. Good to see everybody, people. It's cold. It's cold. I'm in my winter jacket. So I'm actually nice and toasty right now. So I'm just gonna, if you notice I'm walking like extra slow, it's because I don't want to sweat, so. I'm nice and cozy in my jacket. And now that I got my hat on, got my glove on, yeah, I'm comfy now. Good to see you, Boris. Thought about me yesterday. There's a sign on, there's a sign on Avenue J and Coney Island that says Dutch Boy. That's a paint company, yeah. Like that paint company? That's Dutch Boy paints. Good to see you, Boris. Welcome. Good to see you, Wilbs, driving that Northern Line. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Artivism. Are you gonna start asking me a million questions? Are you gonna take Artivism? Are you gonna like take the energy out of the chat like you did the other day? What do I like about Brighton Beach? The food and the people. Here we go with 1,000 questions now. That's right. That's right, Jim. No, you won't promise? Okay. I see where we're coming from now. The sky is stunning. I hope we get a little bit of a sunset, Diana. I really do. Joe Mooski. Good to see you, Joe. Welcome. Justine, welcome on into the show, Joss. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Welcome. Even my fucking haters. Even my haters, they're always cruel to me. They're always cruel to me. Never nice, always judgmental. Never produce anything. Anyway, it is a special sky, Maria. Yes, it is. I tell you, some people in this chat, very rude to me. Very rude to me. Unbelievable. Unbelievably rude. Cruel people. Cruel people. Absolutely cruel. No real ethics. Anyway, without D, welcome, and CM, welcome. Who could hate me? Lots of people, Sam, lots of people. Christina Beal, welcome. That's right, Ollie, that's right. There you go. All right, good to see everyone, people. Welcome. Okay, Artivism, you got it, kid. You got it, kid. There you go. That's true, Cake. Very true, Cake 813. Bonsoir, bienvenue, Nebul. Everybody, follow Nebul. Fantastic live stream from the south of France. See what it's like in the Bay of Saint-Tropez with Nebul. Nebul, good to see you, sir. We're walking east, Kirk. We're walking east. That's why we're looking into the wind right now. So yeah, we're walking east. We started out in the west end of Coney, so now we're walking east along the boardwalk, and we're gonna go all the way down to Brighton, and then probably turn around, and then we'll have the wind at our back, which will be nice. Chilly vibes in Coney, yes indeed. Chilly vibes in Coney. Yeah, it's 50 degrees. It's freaking cold, and the wind makes it feel. The real feel right now in Coney, I think, is 47. So it's cold. Good to see you, Phyllis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see everybody in the chat. There you go. The hater would just report to the TikTok people. Yes, Christina. Yes, indeed. I'm getting free exfoliation. Yes, indeed. Big T, welcome. Lynette Jackson, good to see you. Bring back, I turned the sun back on. We're going to get that sun back on tomorrow. The next 3 days here in New York City, it's going to be really nice in the low to mid 70s. And yeah, looking forward to the next 3 days because I got to work outside. Good to see you there, Faina from Azerbaijan. I don't think you spell Azerbaijan like that, but good to see you from Azerbaijan. We actually have some people who come from Azerbaijan out in Brighton Beach. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's the thing I love about New York City, the multiculturalism. It's an amazing thing, and we all get along and help each other out. It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, we're about to hit 100 likes. That'll be a beautiful thing. 100 likes, there it is. No, it's not Traveling America. It's not 60 degrees. It's right now, it's 54 or 50. No, it's actually 52 with a real feel of 47. It is cold here in Coney right now. It is not 60 degrees. Hill trucks coming on ATS tomorrow. Oh, wait, hold on. New trucks coming to, really? There are new trucks coming to ATS? Ah, shit. I need to play me some American Truck Simulator. Shout out to Baku, Azerbaijan. Welcome. Lynette Jackson, good to see you. Welcome. But tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow's going to be for the next 3 days, it's going to be in the mid 70s. So it's going to be really nice the next 3 days. Good to see everybody, people. But before it gets nice, it has to be cold. And that's what it is right now. It's cold. It is cold. Making our way down the boardwalk. Not that many people out. Now, Luna Park is open right now. So let's see how empty Luna Park is today. Yeah, summer is on the way. It's loading. Yeah, the peak of the meteor showers tonight. We're not going to be able to see it here in New York because of the clouds. It is expected to rain tonight. Probably around 9, 10 o'clock tonight. It's going to start raining until about 1 in the morning. Not too much rain, but enough to keep the skies cloudy and hinder us from watching the meteor shower. Clear skies in London. Nice. Nice. Next 2 days, 77 and 7. There you go, Travel to America. I stand corrected. You're correct. You are the weatherman. Thanks for letting me know something that I already actually did know. Didn't I say low to mid 70s? Okay.
Next 2 days gonna be 70 degrees.
Yes. Tomorrow will be the warmest day out of the 3 days. You gonna be watching out for meteors? Nice. Good to see you, Gabby. Welcome. Welcome. Give the clouds one of my hard stares. I'm always giving the clouds the hard stare, especially when I want to see a sunset. Yeah, they were wrong. Big T, it all depends. I knew it wasn't going to be 70 degrees today. I knew that. I knew it wasn't going to be 70 degrees today. At most, I think it was supposed to be 59 degrees today. But it's actually in the low 50s at the moment. It's cold. I mean, look. And I'm about to say, by the way, the Apple Weather app is the worst app you could get. I recommend AccuWeather. You hate summer? Yeah, me too. Kirk, to a certain extent, I like the cold over the heat. I like the cold over the heat. Good to see you, Marty. Welcome. Yeah, AccuWeather's the one. It is a long walk, Lynette. Yeah, I forgot to set up my Coney Island boardwalk graphic. I got to set up all those graphics again. I didn't set it up. Yeah, let's build a sound castle, right? It sounds like fun. You know, AccuWeather messes up sometimes. You know what AccuWeather messes up sometimes? Like when it's going to rain. Sometimes AccuWeather say it's raining and it's not raining. So. But I knew it wasn't going to be 70 degrees. That's one thing I definitely knew. Exactly, Kik. You could always put more clothes on. When it gets to a certain temperature, it's tough to keep cool. When it gets warm, I'll talk about my staying cool techniques. Yeah, I know. Did you hear graphics? Yeah, sorry, they're not set up today. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, cold is good, ice, not so much, exactly. Like anything between like 60 to like 40 degrees I could tolerate. Once you're below that, it gets cold. So who was Edward Riegelman? Edward Riegelman was the Brooklyn borough president in the 1920s when the concept for the boardwalk came together. Good to see you, Jeffrey. Welcome. Good to see you as well. Yes, Edward Riegelman, the Brooklyn borough president. This was a big deal because a lot of this beach before the 1920s, before 1923, a lot of it was like privated, like private sections. So the boardwalk basically turned the whole beach into a public park. Good to see you, Neil. Welcome. Ah, awesome, Maria. You dread summer? Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't like the heat either. I got to work outside, so. Yeah, there you go, Nabul. Yeah, I see. You forgot how to do the graphics for the channel. I know. The title. Yeah. It happens, Nabul. It happens. Look, listen. A lot of people think you just put a camera on a gimbal and walk around. If you want to make something meaningful is so much more than just that. That's what people seem to forget. But then again, the walking YouTube channel is a genre. So, and a lot of people here, when I stop moving, immediately 50 to 60 people tune out. So those 50 to 60 people are definitely here for the walking. Motion-activated viewers, one person said, right? I'm here for the walking. He's not walking in Midtown Manhattan. So that we lose like 100 people if we don't get if we're not in Midtown Manhattan. Anyway. Anyway. Yeah, you know that touring and talking while holding a gimbal is hard. Exactly. You see the elevation changes, Din Din. We're walking up and down hills and stuff. You're here for it. I appreciate that. Exactly, Diana. Exactly. Making our way down to Brighton Beach. Let's see. It bothers me that the NYPD... Yes. Well, that's why. Yes, exactly, Neil. That's why the boardwalk is in such bad condition. The boardwalk can't handle 3-ton vehicles. So, yeah, it bothers me too, Neil. You never forget that hill in Bay Ridge? Yeah. That hill's a workout, Din Din. That hill's a workout. V-Speed, I'm doing great today. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Walking down the Coney Island boardwalk. Nibul, I am happy to report that the VPN no longer disrupts the live chat. I thank you so much, Jeanette Trainer. I will keep doing what I'm doing. I won't stop. You ready for that rug to be rolled out on the sand? Me too. Am I skinny dipping? No. Too cold for that. I think that's supposed to be a joke. Ha, ha, ha. Anyway. They have to keep the beach community safe as always. Yes, indeed, there, P. Jr. Brighton 5, Brighton 6th Street, where the ramp comes up. Your second home. There you go. That's right, Deb. That's right, correct. No matter the weather, Coney's the best. As we're now in front of Childs on the boardwalk, where the Mediterranean restaurant Zula is. That building is landmark, dates back to 1923, when the boardwalk opened. You like the Steeplechase Pier? It's a nice pier. Hopefully we can get the NYC ferry to stop there. As we get closer to the parachute jump in the amusement district. Beautiful, cold, nearly empty. Yeah, a lot of elbow room. Good to see you, Deborah. Good evening. Sitting next to the Brooklyn Bridge. Nice. I'll be there tomorrow morning. So yes, this was a restaurant years ago called Childs. That used to be the Childs restaurant, then it became a couple other different restaurants. Now it's a part of the Coney Island Amphitheater. V-Speed with a random question brought to us by Schaefer Beer. Is Denny's a good restaurant? I haven't been to Denny's in years. You're like a kid in a candy store, Cindy? Absolutely, me too. Actually, the Childs on the boardwalk building was also at one point like a candy factory. So it's been a few different things. And we've had our Coney Island Mermaid Parade Mermaid Ball inside of the old Childs building a couple of times as well. I have a person here desperately trying to get my attention. If the parachute jump was a functional ride, would I ride it? Of course. Yeah, was it also a book storage building? There you go. Well, Deborah, that was the first round of questions. The next one will be brought to us by babiesovernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box overnight. Guaranteed. babiesovernight.com. As we look at the beautiful parachute jump, a few more people down here. Good to see you, Arjan. Welcome. Cold, chilly day here in Coney Island. Yes, indeed, Diana. Yes. Sideshow Cat and building manager Patrick of Coney Island, USA. I will give my best to them. Sideshow Cat, my favorite cat. But I would give anything to ride the parachute jump. I've read a lot of stories about the old parachute jump and how it operated and what was it like to ride, and yeah, it was a pretty cool ride. Parachute jump was last in operation 1964, the last year Steeplechase Park was open, 1964. The Steeplechase Parachute Jump operated as a ride between 1941 and 1964. Weather check from Arjan once again. Yes, tomorrow 79. I don't think we're going to hit 79, but we're going to come close. Cindy can't ride anymore. Yeah. Eventually we all age out. Let's see how dead it is in Luna Park. Neil, that was my internet claim to fame, Neil, was riding the Cyclone on live stream. I can no longer do that, unfortunately. If a person from the buildings department, the DOB, witnesses anybody riding a roller coaster with a cell phone out, it's a $1,000 fine to Luna Park. So they're very strict about having anyone with telephones on the Cyclone. So that was my internet claim to fame. Neil, there is a playlist called Ride the Cyclone. It's 3 hours of live streamed Cyclone rides. So go to my playlists and check it out if you want to ride the Cyclone over and over and over and over and over again. And in some of those streams, you also ride the Wonder Wheel. Brooklyn Joyce used to watch them jump from Brighton in the 50s. Unreal to watch, yes indeed. I think Luna Park might be closed. Let's see. Luna Park might be closed. There's nothing running. It is a safety, operational safety issue, Deborah. It is an operational safety issue. But fun fact, and I wish I still had that live stream because Twitter erased it for stupid reasons. But on one of the live streams I did on the Cyclone, I actually caught somebody's hat, and it was all within the frame of the video. And there you go. Luna closed 15 minutes ago. Thank you so much, Jim. So yes, Luna Park closed 15 minutes ago. Just nobody out here, so that's why they closed. Nobody out here. How long is the boardwalk? It's like, what, 2.2 miles, 2.4 miles? Something like that. Good to see you, Mullet. I don't have my graphic ready for the boardwalk, unfortunately. There you go, 2.45 miles. Thank you so much, Jim. Am I going to get dinner at Nathan's tonight, Arjan asks. No, I'm not. I'm going to get Chinese food. Riding the Cyclone in the back is insane. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Josh, good to see you. You know, it's windy Saturday. It was really nice. But now it's cold again. Yes, indeed. Cindy, I can't wait for Fireworks Fridays as well. They'll be here before we even know it. The Friday before Mermaid Parade, we will have our Fireworks Friday. And then if the weather permits, we will have another Fireworks Friday the Friday before that. Stay tuned for more details. It'll be a very special fireworks show if the weather holds out. So, beginning in the month of June, we got a lot of fireworks shows coming up. Awesome, Diana. So yeah, save your nickels, dimes, and pennies and come on out to Coney Island. Yeah, Fireworks Fridays. And if you want to see a lot of Fireworks Fridays, I do have a playlist featuring some, over 10 years of Fireworks Fridays. Everything is closed. Luna just closed 10 minutes ago. And that's good because there's nobody out here. There's literally nobody out here. But the Fireworks Fridays will be back before we even know it, people. Yeah, it's too cold. It's too cold to ride a ride. It is. Yeah, exactly. Same in Brooklyn Bridge Park. Cold and dreary evening. Right, not too many people out, right, Deborah? Now, all I know is I have a lot of people on my tour tomorrow. So I am going to be a busy guy the next 3 days. Which is good. I need money. Got to get back on the horse. Got to put out videos for you guys and got to do tours for guests from around the world. Electric blue boats and weird drones. Right, mostly locals in the park right now? Yeah, I can see that. That's what it's like down here right now. Walking off my lunch, I had had some Burger King for lunch, which was delicious. And of course, after my Burger King, I took a nap, and now I'm out here. I appreciate that, Cindy. Thank you. Fireworks Fridays, you mean? Okay. Yes, it is, Boris. I have to agree. That I agree with you with. It is like heroin. It is so dangerous, those little Hershey pies. Those things are dangerous, man. Yeah, well, John, it's like, what will get delivered to my house, John? So I'm sorry that I didn't go get a diner burger. I'm kind of stuck with the things I could order to the house, and Burger King is one of them. Last night, me and the Duchess at Taco Bell, so, you know. Good to see you, my Mia. Welcome. I'm sorry that I don't have any better, you know, if I lived in Bay Ridge, I will have better options to get food delivered to my house, but we're out here in the west end of Coney, so our options are a little limited. Don't worry. Tomorrow the Duchess is making me some, I'm addicted to the Duchess's sausage and peppers. So she's making me sausage and peppers tomorrow with white rice. So that's going to be my dinner tomorrow. You do what you can, exactly. RoboJax, I don't want to talk about that, man. It's not good. I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, it's really good, didn't it? Nice and quiet on the beach. Yes, it is. It's okay, RoboJack. So no need to apologize. It's just I don't feel like talking about that. Good to see you, John C. Welcome. close the roll gates here. Glenn is letting us know that he'll be here on Wednesday. Awesome. Have a great trip to New York. Happy belated Easter indeed. Happy Easter Monday. Today's the day, today's what, the Angel's Day, right? Are you enjoying this, Diana? Awesome. Glad you're enjoying this. On this cold and windy, soon-to-be evening. Chatty eagles indeed. Come on out to Coney, Glenn. You can take the subway down here. Good to see you, Roman. I gotta do a walkthrough of Coney Island, USA. That'll make for a great video. I would love to show you guys the museum, but filming is not allowed up in the museum. But we will do a stream inside the Freak Bar one of these days. We're definitely due for a Freak Bar stream. James Jermaine, good to see you. Yes, indeed. Today is the day to load up on Easter candy. The day after 420. Good to see you, Jermaine. Yeah, sunset. Sunset today, too cloudy. But we'll see. Sunset's going to definitely be muted today. Sunset's going to definitely be muted today. You've been stepping with me on this walk? Nice, Mark. Get some steps in with me, Mark. Yeah, so many sales on Easter candy. Yeah, I got rid of it. Got to make room on the shelves for other events and holidays coming up. It's true, Roman. Yeah, that's why you got to go out to the Rockaways to go surfing. But you know, this is a good swimming beach. You know, this is a good beach to go, you know, swimming in because the waves aren't too crazy. You have some special brownies. Yes, is Coney Island open? The rides in Coney Island are only open on the weekends. So only on the weekends the rides are open, or maybe a Friday too. I don't know. I know on the weekends the rides are running. Yeah, soon it'll be jumping, Jay. That's right. Sun's playing hide and seek with the clouds all the time. If you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. We're on Coney Island, walking the boardwalk. And we're going to go all the way down to Brighton and turn around. Going all the way down to Brighton and turning around. Do we have a problem with sharks? Not really. No, we get sand sharks here. So we don't really have a problem with sharks. Roman says that they're usually open all day in the summer, though. Only temporarily open on the weekends until it gets warmer. Yes, usually until, Memorial Day. We only operate on the weekends. For more information, go to Dino's Wonder Wheel Park's website, dinoswonderwheelpark.com, as well as lunaparknyc.com for full information on pricing of rides and operations of attractions. The only area to really have problems with sharks close to the New York City area, probably out in Montauk. Montauk, there's a rather large colony of seals out there, and the sharks like to eat those. Was there seagrass here? No, actually, no. The seagrass is relatively new. The seagrass has been planted after Hurricane Sandy. Good to see you, Jolie. Welcome. Got to wake up in 5 hours. Nibble. Sleep well, my friend. Thank you so much for hanging on out with us. Go take a nap. Go to work. Get ready for work tomorrow. But good night now. Ooh. I could steal that and take that home. I won't, but if anyone wants an old call box. Patrick's watching in Sweden. And it's still your birthday at your place. 21. Awesome, Patrick. Happy birthday. Good to see you, April. Welcome. That's Adam Realman, Danley, and definitely on a few Fireworks Fridays I'll be enjoying a rum and coke. Absolutely. I always love it when the arts director of Coney Island, USA, joins us on the beach. He also lets us know about all the goings on at Coney Island, USA. And yeah, he always has some rum and coke. It's always nice. You gonna stay up late with me? Nice, Jeanette. Nice. Stay up late with me. We're gonna go all the way down to the end of the boardwalk and turn around. That's all we're doing today. I'll get some steps in. Little workout for myself. So I gotta get up in the morning. 6:15. I'll probably do a morning live stream if everything transit-wise goes well. We'll do an early morning stream because you guys seem to really like our 8 in the morning live streams, or 8:30 in the morning live streams. So, Jolie, there's still a lot more going on about the casino. There's still some votes to have to take place, and so we're still a long way away from any kind of actual casino construction or approval. So, to be continued, Jolie. Stay tuned. Good walk, yes indeed, Mike. Raphael, good to see you there. Yes indeed, Diana. Hunter, good to see you out there in Glasgow. All my Glaswegians checking on in. Good to see you. Welcome on into the show, Raphael. Just walking the Coney Island boardwalk here. And if you're new to the broadcast, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Cold, windy beach here in Coney Island. Just walking the boardwalk here, talking to y'all. Good vibes only, please. There's enough negativity going on in the world. Yeah, me too, Shirley. Fingers crossed. The best city in the world, New York, absolutely. I mean, look at this. You got a big beach here in New York. How crazy is that? Got a big old beach. Brooklyn's the best city, really. Brooklyn's the best city. Back to the grindstone for me tomorrow. And I wasn't planning to work on Wednesday, but they gave me a bid. So I took the bid for Wednesday as well. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I am working this week. E-Bike Mike! Good to see you, E-Bike Mike. Welcome. I appreciate that, Jeanette. Yes. Glaswegians too. I want to go to Glasgow. They have a Chihuahua cafe in Glasgow. I want to go all the way out to Glasgow just to go to the Chihuahua Cafe. And if I could live stream that, that'd be one of my bucket list items. Minneapolis sending love. Good to see you, John. Up there in Minneapolis, Minnesota there, eh? Shout out to Eau Claire, Wisconsin. On a random note. But I want to go to the Chihuahua Cafe in Glasgow. I really want to go up and see that. We have a dog cafe here in New York, but it's not the same as an old Chihuahua Cafe. That's what I want to see. The Rupert Cafe. That's right, Arcade. The Rupert Cafe. Good to see you, sir. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just taking our time walking down the boardwalk. We're passing Ocean Parkway at the moment. Yeah, there's a cat cafe over on, what is it? It's Montague Street. There's a cat cafe. Got somebody walking like a crab. Yeah, there's over in Brooklyn Heights. Montague Street has a cat cafe. We have passed it. Actually, didn't we pass it like the other day and we saw a cat sleeping in a window? That was Montague Street. Don't forget the iconic band shell rested. The band shell is still there. That's where we used to have our summer concert series. There are birds out, but they're just not close to us. There are birds out, just not close to us at the moment. That's right, Brooklyn Heights. You get your cat cafe right on Montague Street. It's true, Roman, yeah, it hasn't been used in years, unfortunately. I mean, to think of all the greats that have graced that stage. You know, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Huey Lewis and the News, Hall & Oates, of course, the great Liza Minnelli, the B-52s, the Weather Girls. These are all shows that I've been to personally. I got to see the Weather Girls perform It's Raining Men in a thunderstorm, lightning and thunder and everything. And then there was a time for 3-4 years where Liza Minnelli performed every year. And it became like a thing, like, oh, we're going to go see Liza? I miss the summer concert series. Yeah, no, Hunter, I know. I've seen YouTube videos about him, Hunter. But y'all got the Chihuahua Cafe. That's the one I really want to go to. I have very wonderful memories, Diana. I remember the Huey Lewis and the News show. It was so cool. There was a guy in the audience who had a harmonica. And Huey Lewis brought him up on stage. Played Heart of Rock and Roll. That was a great show. So now we're officially in Brighton Beach, as we have now crossed over Ocean Parkway. Little Odessa. Get some great borscht at Cafe Tatiana, which is coming up a little bit further down. Really? That's wild, Cindy. Wow. Niels in Flatbush, good to see you. The years do pass by way too fast. Yes, they do. When I think about all the years I've spent now live streaming, I'm like, where has all the time gone? I mean, that's a lot of hours, too, to put into videos. That's pretty cool, Cindy. But yeah, I miss the summer concert series. That was a lot of fun. Those shows were a lot of fun. Yeah, it's worth it, right? Yeah, I know. Jolie, you gotta come back to Coney. We ain't going anywhere. Unless there's a hurricane, but we ain't going anywhere. I heard I was watching watching a video on the outlook for hurricanes for the Atlantic Ocean for this year, and yeah, it's gonna be once again an active year. So I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open for storms. Hopefully nothing comes of it, but it is there now, officially in the back of my mind. Ooh, it's cold. Can't wait to turn around. Where's Flatbush? Just to the north and east of me. Maybe about, 3-4 miles from here. To the north and east of me. Yeah, no, they say they're La Nina. But the guy I was watching was saying that it may be an active season, so. Yeah, Flatbush is where Bugs Bunny comes from. Desi Des, welcome on into the show. Really? Your parents met the handball courts back in 1946? Wow. Those handball courts were brand new in 1946. Good to see you, Desi Des. Good to see you, Achala. Welcome. Making our way out to, well, we're now in Brighton Beach. And once we get to the end of the boardwalk, we're going to turn around. And we'll have the wind at our back, which will be nice. And now we're coming up to Cafe Tatiana. If you like borscht, this is the spot for you to go to. I am not a fan of borscht, but from what I hear, they have some of the best borscht in New York City. Amongst other things. I know I've had their coffee there a couple of times. It's really good. So much of this sand has blown up onto the boardwalk here. It's wild. It's been windy last few days, so blows up all the sand up here on the boardwalk. And of course, under the boardwalk has been filled in with sand, so there's nowhere for the sand to really go. Had 18 storms come up the East Coast last year. Yes, indeed. On the boardwalk. Yes, indeed. Gloomy day, Desi Des. Gloomy day. Yes, indeed. Oh, ramps coming up for Brighton 6. Nice. Here's Tatiana. And Desi Des with a $5 super chat. Desi Des, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. For the big $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Desi Des, for sponsoring today's live stream. You're more than welcome. Thank you, thank you. So many memories, Brooklyn Joys, right? So, of course, we have a filming location for a movie here as well. Here on Brighton 6. Good to see you, James. Welcome. But this building right here, where Cafe Tatiana and the Garden of Joy are, this is where they filmed a movie called Requiem for a Dream. And a lot of scenes were filmed right here in front of this apartment building. A rather dark movie if you've never seen it before. Please get ready for a very crazy roller coaster ride. Neil's Neil's mother grew up at 3115 Brighton 6. And Brooklyn Joy's father lived here. Nice. Yeah, they filmed that movie pretty much right here on the sidewalk. Right here. Now, here's the ramp, Brooklyn Joys. Here's the ramp. Brighton 6. Right there. Thanks for adding a like, James. Much appreciated. Yes, if you've never seen the movie, pretty intense movie about drug use. Your grandmother lived there as well. Nice. Did that movie freak you out? Me too. Fawn Marie, I actually had the traumatization of watching that movie in the theater. And I was my mind was fried, to say the least. And I couldn't draw myself to watch that movie again until like years and years later. It was much more palatable in the house than in a theater. Very overwhelming film if you've never seen it before. Oh, did you enjoy you know that was filmed forwards, but the trucks and all the vehicles were going backwards, Cindy. So I had to film that. Right? Awful, right, Fawn Marie? Yeah. Yeah, Requiem for a Dream is pretty powerful. It's pretty powerful. If you've never seen it before, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see it, just be ready for it. It's pretty intense. But yeah, I saw all these work vehicles going backwards on the tracks. So I'm like, I have to film that. And right now, I'm messing around with my new video editor. I'm making a little music video for the dinosaur, the pigeon. I want to find just the right song for it, though. I'm in the middle of finding a song for it. So, more and more videos from live streams being edited as we speak. Which movie? It's called Requiem for a Dream. Felt like that after watching Deliverance. Yeah, Deliverance is another pretty intense movie. Yeah, Brighton Beach Memoirs. Yeah, that's another movie. I haven't seen that in a while. That's a bit of a drama, that film. Steve Cruz. Good to see you, Steve Cruz. Out there in New Orleans, Louisiana. Welcome. Yeah, I know, James. Yeah. Yeah, Brighton Beach Memoirs. Good to see you, Steve Cruz. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do I deserve a Webby Award? I'm not that popular yet. We need at least 1 million subscribers for that. Had a massive downpour this afternoon. Yikes. Well, I hope you and your friends and your family stayed safe. Stayed dry, most importantly. Weather's getting wild. It's springtime. Yeah, just saying. You got it, Cindy. I appreciate that. Almost to the end of the boardwalk. Almost to the end of the boardwalk here. Yeah, check it out, Hunter. What is this? What is this? So here, this is new boardwalk here. This is all destroyed after Hurricane Sandy. What the hell's going on here? They got like a stairway here. Wow, there's like a stairway, and this comes down underneath. Wow, what's on the other side here? This takes you right into this. This will always be a new apartment complex for me, but oh yeah, look at that. This is like boardwalk access. This is like beach access. Wow, I never noticed this before. Yeah, I know, right? Gotta warn for the Gulf hurricanes, exactly. No Category 12s, for God's sake, no Category 12s. I have never noticed this before. And I've come here all the time. Goes right from these apartments here, underneath. And these apartment buildings have been here now for, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 years now. But to me, they'll always be new. Do you like the architecture? James, if you ever found out how cheaply made these apartments are, I don't know if you'll be saying that. These apartments, from what I've heard, are very cheaply made. And they're very overpriced. I had a great Easter, Steve. I got invited to the theater with Coney Island Jim, and we watched the new Cheech and Chong movie yesterday afternoon, Cheech and Chong's last movie, which is really cool. It was really interesting. Right, it looks kind of scary, right, Rob? They're not wood, no. They're like cheap brick and like styrofoam, from what I've heard. They're kind of cheaply built. They look pretty though, yeah. You could use the rain in parts of Pennsylvania. Yeah, I got severe drought in Pennsylvania. Yeah, hopefully get some rain in the next couple of days. Yes. Yes, indeed, Neil. That's where the Brighton Beach baths was. Yes, indeed. It's all thinking about Pope Francis. It's wild that he was doing Easter services yesterday. So, yeah, may he rest. Kids got their very own sand pit, right? All right, one more block. And then we turn around and we'll have the wind at our back, which will be nice. Yeah, I don't know, Cindy. Everyone tries to cut corners. Yeah, it's pretty sad, James. Yeah, the Pope was getting better. A lot of people remember going to the Oceana back in the day. The theater is now a supermarket. I remember the bats. I remember I had a friend of mine. His grandparents lived in the old building that used to be here. And I remember coming here, boy, I must have been maybe 14 years old before they built those new buildings. And those buildings will always be new to me, even though they're now like 20 years old. Ah, Dom is a retired union guy. Nice. Good to see you, Nina. Did me and the Duchess ever enjoy a relaxing picnic in the sheep meadow. We've done picnics in Prospect Park. I think we hung out at the sheep meadow a few times, but never for a picnic. That's what I just said, yeah. Yeah, it's in the back of the supermarket. Yeah, it's a cool entrance. How's the Duchess? Fantastic. Yay! We made it to the end. Yay, Brighton 15. Made it to the end. Now we just turn around and go back. Just gotta go right back. Oh, it's so much nicer not walking into the wind. It took us like an hour to walk the boardwalk. Walk the whole length of the boardwalk at this very slow pace. You get to see the ramp one more time. Of course it's good to stretch legs. I got a bicycle tour to do in the morning. And then I got to do a live stream after that with all of you guys. So it's good to keep active. But I got a pretty busy 4 days ago. Again, it's 2.45 miles to boardwalk. So if we go back and forth, that's 5 miles. Nearly midnight. So I'll see you tomorrow, RoboJacks. Have a great evening. I will see you tomorrow. Probably we'll do a morning stream and then we'll do an afternoon stream, probably around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Tomorrow. I wish I could take a bath, but we don't have a bathtub. We only have a shower. But I am going to take a shower when I get home. Be ready for tomorrow. I do have extra comfy shoes. And actually, beginning to already wear out. I got these sneakers back in, I want to say I got these sneakers in November. And yeah, they're already getting a little worn out. So, gotta probably get a new pair of sneakers in a couple of weeks. But yeah, here's my trick. I get running shoes, running sneakers, because sneakers that are designed around running tend to be lighter, and also they can take the abuse of like constantly walking. You know, on average, I walk like at least 10, 11,000 steps. And that's on the low end. That's the minimum. On some of the longer days, I'm doing 26, 27, 28,000 steps. Almost close to 30. Yes, this section of the boardwalk is made of composite wood. This is the kind of the controversial section of the park, of the boardwalk, because they want to turn the whole boardwalk into this. So this is all was rebuilt after Hurricane Sandy. So this is composite wood here. Right here, this is for like a bike lane, but this is all concrete. And this creates like a wall. So there's a wall underneath here. And then you get a little bit more composite over by where the benches are. So it's composite, concrete, then more composite. Yes, indeed, Cindy. Yeah, that'll be great, Neil. Yeah. It'd be great if Nike would sponsor me. But after Hurricane Sandy, this was all completely destroyed. But Jolie adding to the sneaker fund with a $10 super chat. Jolie, thank you so much for a very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $10 club. Much, much, much appreciated. Big $10 super chat. And that will go to my new sneakers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We put a lot of miles on these shoes. But that's the trick, running sneakers. At least for me, running sneakers. And the sneakers with the big cushion on them. Oh, does it make you laugh every time, James? Awesome. I love it when the audience releases the Chaos Emeralds. Dinner time. Enjoy dinner there, John. Enjoy dinner. Yes, exactly. Yes, Nike. I wear Nike. I'm kind of loyal to Nike running sneakers. They last me pretty long. They have pretty good durability for me. So, but bon appetit, John, and it's everyone enjoying dinner. Bon appetit. I do not think we're going to get a sunset at all. Good to see you, Kay. Kurt's Affair, good to see you. And baby's gotta have a new set of shoes. Fawn Marie with a $7 super chat. Fawn Marie, thank you so much for contributing to the new sneaker fund. And thank you so much for the very generous $7 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $7 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $7 super chat. But good to see you, Kurt. Welcome. You like Nike sneakers too? The Air Monarchs, nice. Hunter, not noisy, but what do I need to compete with other people to get tours? I don't know, Hunter. I don't compete with anybody. Now we're on the old planks. There you go, James. Yeah, you got to have time to live stream. You got to make time to live stream. That's how it usually works. And you got to live stream with a purpose. Don't just walk around for the sake of walking around. If merely walking is what you want to do, then do that. But most engaged viewers tend to like to have a bit of a, background or, kind of a focus to the live stream. So if there's something that you're very passionate about, then yeah. Lou, Traveling America Lou asks, have you ever tried Skechers walking sneakers? No, I don't like Skechers. I would destroy a pair of Skechers in like a month. Walking past Brighton 6 again. Man, memories. Is it cold over here, Dwayne? Yes, it is. Yeah, I know, Kirk. Yeah. I just get very basic, low-key running sneakers from Nike, and I'm good for like 9 months. There you go, Jolie. So I think we have come to the conclusion that Skechers are not good for doing regular long walks. Keep on hitting that like button. Let's get 200 likes. Keep the likes coming. And if you're just joining us, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Welcome to Brighton Beach. Making our way back towards the Coney Island Amusement District. Got it down pat, yes indeed. James, yesterday I saw the new Cheech and Chong movie. Cheech and Chong's last movie. It's kind of like a documentary. It's really good. And Brooklyn Joy is adding to the sneaker fund with a $10 super chat. Brooklyn Joy, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $10 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $10 super chat. You are more than welcome. For all the memories. You're more than welcome, Brooklyn Joy. Thank you so much for the big $10 super chat. Yes, indeed, Dwayne. Me too. Very durable and last a long time. James is watching from Europe. Karen J. McLean, good to see you. Checking on in from Canada. Good to see you, Karen. Karen J. McLean's cat loves my voice, and I'm very humbled by the picture you sent me, Karen. I forgot to get back to you. I got to get back to you personally, but I saw the picture of your cat. And Karen J. McLean's cat loves my voice. So there you go. Karen, thank you so much for sending me that picture. Tell us more about the movie. I mean, I learned some things about Cheech and Chong's background that I did not know. It's a rather in-depth kind of a documentary, very engaging, and yeah, it's a good 2-hour movie. Great 2-hour movie. Lucy K Girl had a pair of Skechers, lasted many years, but they were a one-off. There you go. Well, I'm happy you got a good pair of Skechers that lasted you over a year. That's good. Karen J's cat literally snuggles on the TV screen. That's a beautiful thing. Yes, Tommy Chong is a Canadian Chinese. Tommy Chong's father was Chinese. His mother was Scottish, but he was born in Canada. It's kind of fun seeing how they got together ultimately and formed the first rock and roll comedy duo. Yeah, they're getting pretty old, James, yeah. I think they're in their late 70s. I wouldn't say 80s, I would say late 70s. But I learned a few things, and my favorite scene of the whole movie was they used this old Eyewitness News clip, Eyewitness News interview, and then they go to Roger Grimsby, and Roger Grimsby has like this most annoyed look on his face. It is hilarious. I laughed out loud big time at that scene. That was my favorite scene of the whole movie. That was a great edit. There you go. Tommy Chong's around 87. They look good for their age. Have the original Cheech and Chong's LP. Came with papers. That was my favorite part. Yeah, Jolie, that's what they were talking about. They were talking about how people were upset that the papers that came with Big Bamboo were not actual rolling papers, and that you could roll like 2 ounces in. And then, like the way they cut to Roger Grimsby after that was just freaking hilarious. No, exactly, Kirk. No. But I think it was Tommy Chong said that everyone should smoke weed at least once in their life, or some people should be forced to smoke weed. I tend to agree with him. I think there's just some people who need to mellow out, man. There's definitely some people who need to mellow out. Yeah, there you go. You're innocent. The internet didn't exist. I know. I think that's what made Cheech and Chong so big. There was no internet. Communication was still vastly different than how it is now. Yeah, from Edmonton. Yeah, he lived in Edmonton. Is Cheech Marin in from Dusk Till Dawn? So there we go. We have the ages there. Thank you so much, Neil. Yeah, they're getting old. Kay, can you smell the beach through the screen? Yeah, there you go, Jolie. Jolie, you able to roll some of them big ass papers, man? No one's seen your dirty deeds, Cindy? That's a good thing. There you go, a random connection there. Michael J. Fox was also born in Edmonton, Canada. There you go. It's also fun getting a little bit more background. I knew about Tommy Chong's background as a Motown singer and writer, and it was fun hearing a little bit more about that era of his life as well. You're an angel, you swear. Listen, you're watching me right now, Cindy, so you are an angel. Everyone who's watching me, they're all angels. All of you guys are angels. There you go. Yeah, some of us have some really good memories, and you struggle. Hunter struggles to remember just yesterday. Here's the deal, Hunter. I have a very selective memory, so if I have like a bad day, I tend to forget about the bad parts of my day and only remember the good parts of my day. The best tours I've ever led, completely forgot. I have no idea when they happened, who I was touring. I have some fun stories, like when I got drunk with the Belgian people and stuff like that, but like all my best tours I forgot. I always remember the shitty tours, and those ones I try to forget. Yeah, you only have fond memories. Yeah, I try to keep that as well. Already back at Ocean Parkway. Already back at Ocean Parkway. Another random thought from James Simby sings by that Kevin Costner does country music. Dwayne says that he believes that Tommy Chong was married to Floyd Sneed's daughter. Floyd Sneed, the drummer of Three Dog Night. Really? I don't know about that, Dwayne. But yes, indeed, they are very funny. On hitting that like button. Let's get to 200 likes. That's right, Jolie. Jolie, you gotta sometimes manifest and force the good. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta force it. Ah, okay, James. Good to know, man. Hear the Q train off in the distance. Hear that Q train. So the boardwalk is 2.45 miles long, and it took about 3 years to build. The construction began in 1919 and was completed in 1922, 1923. The Edward Riegelman Boardwalk, named after Brooklyn Borough President Edward Riegelman. Nice trees, yes indeed. They'll be looking good in a few more weeks with all nice green leaves on them. Parachute jump lights just came on. I see off in the distance. Under the Boardwalk is a great song. The best season, summer? Yes, indeed. Cindy, I'm probably going to get some Chinese food after the stream. Fireworks Friday commences Fireworks Fridays begins the Friday before Mermaid Parade. So the day before Mermaid Parade will be our first Fireworks Friday. But we are going to have a bonus Fireworks Friday the Friday before that. More details to come. Stay tuned. But I was watching Danette and Anthony earlier, and they were having Chinese food, so I'm like, I want Chinese food. I'm in the mood for some General Tao's chicken, and maybe some chicken dumplings as well. Back from the gym, ABX girl. Awesome. Hope you had a good workout. You coming, Cindy? Awesome. Yes, indeed, April. They're still chirping away. Yes, indeed. Nice. You had some pad thai there, James? Awesome. I'll see you later, Colleen. Get some sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. And we're gonna have a fun stream tomorrow. Don't know what I'm gonna do just yet, but we're gonna have a fun stream tomorrow. We'll be back in the city tomorrow, back in Manhattan. And then on Thursday, I think we're gonna be over at the Brooklyn Botanical Garden, because the Cherry Esplanade should be going by then. Do I still do the nighttime drone shows? Not really, not much, but you know, you never know. Haven't done one in a while. Yes, there you go. They went AWOL. That's right, Julie. It will be top tier. Be back in Manhattan, yeah. Is that like a moped up there? What kind of vehicle does that person have with the bright ass light on it? Little scooter there. That scooter got a bright ass light. All right, copy that, my love. All right, the Duchess will be joining me at 7:40 because the trains are running messed up. Seagulls will get flattened. Yeah, they will. Unfortunately, on Saturday morning, I saw a seagull that was blown up by a transformer, an electrical transformer down the block from my house. And it was super fresh, and it was split open, and pretty awful sight. Brooklyn Joyce, I tried to live stream in the aquarium a couple of times. Unfortunately, the way the equipment is set up in the aquarium, I'm only able to live stream from a very small portion of the aquarium as a whole. I do know some of the people who run the aquarium, and we try to do a live stream on the aquarium's employee Wi-Fi, and it was still not enough. So maybe in the future we'll do like a pre-record video in there, and because I really want to show you guys the shark tank, but there's no way to get a signal inside the shark tank because of all the equipment. We can see Jersey. We can see Jersey. Here, I'll show you. We can see Jersey. It's off in the distance. Let's use the super zoom to show you guys New Jersey. This is going to be Red Bank, New Jersey. We're going to be zooming in on. Here it is. There's Red Bank, New Jersey. Where that one building is, that's Navesink, New Jersey. The zoom on this camera is crazy. Look at that. That is insane. Look at that. 30% zoom right there. That's insane. That's crazy. Ethan G asks, how was my Easter? Fantastic. We're looking like, it's like 18 miles or something like that too. It's a crazy zoom, right, Maria? It's pretty impressive. Now all they gotta do is fix the microphone issue. That's all they gotta do now. Oh, did you see that short video there, April, with the 5 houses on one block? I mean, that's just on that block. I mean, I'm not seeing that many homes that are for sale. And, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it happens, you know, development and people moving to neighborhoods happens in waves. So, pretty awesome zoom, right? Lots of Easter eggs, says James. Did I get you spoiled? We need microphones back again. That's what we need. Yeah, you did it so many times there, Brooklyn Joys. Yeah. Now that I live out here, I've done this now hundreds of times already. It's nice. Almost back to the amusement district. Passing the New York Aquarium, which is a fabulous place. I highly recommend it. Ooh, somebody's flying a kite over there. Doesn't it look great? All lit up in red. Gotta love that parachute jump. Good to see you, sunshine after rain. Have a great night, Karen. Thanks for hanging on out with us. Yeah, so right about now is sunset time. And unfortunately, we are not going to get a sunset at all today. I was hoping for maybe a little tease of some sunlight coming through the clouds to make a dramatic sky, but that is definitely not happening. Cynthia's sunflowers, welcome. Yes, twilight hour. Twilight hour. Yeah, sunset's right about now. It's at 7:43 this evening, and it is definitely not going to happen. I got to get a kite like that. Fly a kite around. I tell you, it's nice and quiet out in peace. This is the thing I love about Coney in the off season, or in days like today. It's like it gets so quiet out here. You could really contemplate life. And it's like kite surfing. Yeah, you know what's funny on the side of Coney where I live on the creek side of Coney. A lot of people go kite surfing there. So I always see kite surfers out in the water. And they're out at all kinds of times and stuff like that. It's pretty wild. Okay, you just moved? Nice. Hope you have a great new place to rest your head. It is all empty here. This will be so different in a couple of weeks when everything's running. When everything is running, everything is open. Had a drop of rain just hit the phone. Oh, okay, Kay. Thank you so much, Kay. Good luck on your new residence. Good evening, Cliff. Welcome. Yes, Wonder Wheel, right there. The 105-year-old Wonder Wheel. Right there. $400,000 pounds of Bethlehem steel, standing at 150 feet tall, perfectly on the east-west axis. Wonder Wheel is a landmark, a New York City landmark. It was made a landmark back in 1989. Yeah, right? Doesn't look a day over 104, right? Oh, looks like we have, do we have new tables here? I think we have new tables. These look like new tables. I think these are new tables. Wow, we finally have new tables over here. After I don't know how many years. These are brand new. Wow. That's cool. Yes, yes. Yeah, April's is literally right out our house. We can stumble downstairs and go onto our private beach. And then that beach leads us into Coney Island Creek Park. They're basically connected. There's actually not really a gate there. You kind of go around it. And that's where I usually do the live streams from. If we did like the drone patrol show or anything like that, we'll go over there. Yeah, Bethlehem Steel, unfortunately, no longer around. Sadly. Danielle Mastrian recently touching up her 2 murals here on the Ruby's Bar and Grill roll gates. Ah, yes. She really did touch them up nice. Almost looks brand new. Maria, because everything, the rides aren't open. It's kind of a cold day here in Coney, so there's nobody out. So everything's closed right now. There's nobody down here, so that's why everything's closed. If the weather was nicer and there was more people down here, everything will be open. But we're still not in the peak season yet. Peak season will begin after Memorial Day. Look, here's another mural that Danielle has done. She's done this one right here. How big that is. Yeah, wasn't that a hoot fawn, Marie? This is where the old Shoot the Freak used to be. Shoot the Freak used to be right here. Maybe we'll do the drone patrol again. I don't know. That was a lot of fun. To think somebody copied me. Like, they literally copied me. That I can honestly say, somebody copied me. You know, people, I'm always being accused of copying others. But in that case, I have proof that somebody basically copy and pasted that drone patrol thing. And we actually did catch something that was interesting. Like, we caught, like, it was either a shooting star or something. I didn't just look at a plane and say, look at that, that's a plane. No, I didn't do that. Exactly, James. Yeah, we'll bring drone patrol back maybe. That was a hoot. That was a hoot. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, you remember that when it went behind the cloud and it was all lit up? That was wild. Hey, somebody left the ride turned on. Something tells me this ride is not supposed to be lit right now. I don't know. Something tells me this ride is not supposed to be lit like this. This is very uncharacteristic, but hey. So I wonder if somebody could just break in there and just turn on the ride. Well, it's already on, but like make it run. It's kind of interesting. Well, come on back, April. Come on back in the height of the season. It'll be different. Traveling America Lou asks, how much weight a week do I lose? I don't necessarily lose weight. I stay at the same weight. Yeah, I think they forgot to turn it off, Ethan. So nice and quiet down here. Yes, indeed, James. Yes, the cyclones have their lights off too as well. You need little replicas of the lamppost. I think you can find them somewhere. You know what would have little replicas of the lampposts? For like trains, like little model trains. They probably have different types of lampposts. Actually, that little doll shop on the Upper East Side probably has that. They had a lot of different lamppost styles there. Deborah's back and I'm still going. Yes, I am, but I'm winding down now. The Duchess is almost here. She has almost arrived on the subway, and I need to use the bathroom, so I'm heading over to Nathan's right now. Yeah, no sunset, sadly. I was hoping for something. I've got a little bit of a photo shoot happening down there. Good to see you, Yulia. Welcome. But yeah, tomorrow I'll probably be on in the morning for a little bit. Get you guys all motivated for the day, and then we'll be back on in the afternoon at around 2 o'clock Eastern time for more exciting adventures around New York City and beyond. But yeah, I think I'm going to run into the bathroom here at Nathan's. Let's quickly do the big thank you. Time for me to thank everyone who has helped sponsor today's stream. And I want to thank you guys like Brooklyn Joys with a big $10 super chat, Fawn Marie with a big $7 super chat, Jolie with a big $10 super chat, Desi Des with a big $5 super chat, and Cindy C. Gem starting it off with a big $2 super chat. And also let's check the PayPals really quick. No donations on PayPal, but hey, if you PayPal me on the replay, it is much appreciated. But thank you so much for all the likes on the video. How many did we hit today? Did we hit 200? We hit 213. That's a beautiful thing. And yeah, you're more than welcome, everybody. And it's beginning to drizzle now, so I guess we're ending right on time. From Nathan's here in Coney Island, this is Dutch Moss signing off. Have a fabulous Coney Island day, whether you could afford to live here or not. Hug your loved ones, cherish those beautiful moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are, I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.